Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali. True.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
His adversary, fighting the greatest of all time.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times.
What's up?
Let's touch him up.
10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Tyson's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Ali's scouting report is an easy one to read. 3 letters, J-A-B.
Yes, sir. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's jabbing in his way, and I don't mean talking. Yeah, I mean throwing that stiff lead hand out into his opponent's face all night long.
Scores big with the hook to the head. Teddy, I'm assuming many times in your career, you were training a fighter.
Damn, this is a dogfight.
The reach compared to his opponent. When you were training him in the build-up to that fight, what did you try to cement into his head?
The one thing that I had told him is something I had to tell myself, is that we had options. The first was, of course, the traditional way. Tuck up good defensively, move your head, and work your way in. Slip a punch, and now all of a sudden you're closer. You take his height away. The other is to step up and get sort of entice the taller fighter to come in and be short.
Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Headshot lands, was a hook. Wow, what a right hand from Muhammad Ali. Fine work with the double jab downstairs. Ali's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Double jab right to the face. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Tyson's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round.
Keep scoring points. Just keep throwing punches.
Who? Jesus.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel ropes.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Very accurate 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. He scored well after being hit himself. Ali with a big left.
Damn.
Nice strike after catching one by Muhammad Ali. Good 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
Ooh, I got tagged good.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
I'm very confident I'm gonna win this.
Good doubling up of the jab by Mike Tyson.
Maybe by knockout.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Fires off that hook. Protecting his head well with his guard. Tyson's left landing well.
This guy does not want to counterboss me.
Muhammad Ali's ripped to the head. Both fighters told us that they want
already
to
cut
have
open.
a similar approach early on here. They want to show a lot of varied attacks.
Well, that gives them a better opportunity to be effective throughout the night.
Tyson's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. To the head he goes with a left hand. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. And we come to the end of the round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get
It's gonna be an
close-up
interesting
look.
fight, dude.
Ali's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change.
I think I got this. I think I can knock him out.
You could say, wow, that cut looks worse. The
At least knock him
fans
down
look
for
at it
sure.
and say that. But the fighter must
Gotta get a
be
clean
steady,
strike in.
the same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Two snapping jabs by Muhammad Ali. Tyson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Able to land the hook to the head. A leveling uppercut by Muhammad Ali. Tyson's showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, just, snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
Unable to land clean by Mike Tyson. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Tyson's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. To go in this round. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right. Okay? Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches.
This is turning into a wasted effort here as we reflect on the first 3 rounds and get a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Yes, he's throwing punches, but nothing's landing clean. He's down on your scorecard 3-zip.
Yeah, he's wide open every time he throws, and he's getting close counters, especially that right hand, right up the middle.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Tyson's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that 3-punch combo? Nice work, the left hand to the head. Solid right by Muhammad Ali.
Oh, damn. I thought Muhammad Ali's warming up.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Halfway through round number 4. Mike Tyson's doing really well on the outside. That is a strong uppercut there. Good job with another left hand. There's the hook. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Ali's right hand scores well. And now he's targeting upstairs. Tyson's corner looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
And round 4 comes to an end. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
Good, solid right hand by Mike Tyson. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Wow, what a turnaround.
What the?
You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big... Oh! And he is down.
Oh, dude.
He is down for the first time tonight. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Overhand right can be so effective. Scores up top with a left. Oh, he's hurt.
Been a good
right
round.
there.
We both
He
got
is
hurt.
You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient.
I didn't get
now
knocked down, though.
and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the land...
Did you see that?
What?
Remember earlier, he was on the canvas.
No.
Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. Able to get away from that headshot with the blocks. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
Now, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. And round 5 comes to an end. Teddy, did you bring any painter's drop cloths? Because there is blood flying everywhere from these two.
Yeah, I got a poncho. I picked it up. A guy was selling
Dude, this
it
is a
outside.
war.
It was raining, but we never thought it'd be necessary to use it inside. It is now.
Good job protecting himself. Oh, what an uppercut. There it is! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
3, 4, 5.
Tyson's going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do
Dude, the
is
range,
grab on
man.
a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes. Kill some time. Make the referee come in between you and break you.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Mike Tyson. Tyson's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
Halfway through round 6. Nice job doubling up the jab by Mike Tyson. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. just missed that shot up top. A well-placed left hand up top. What a great job. He gave one right back. Big shot.
Damn it.
Some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Tyson's down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stand up! Stand up!
Nice work on the outside. Keep it up. Listen, you need to move
Dude,
your head.
nothing. I don't know how this is gonna turn out.
Okay? I want to see that head move more.
Yep. Pretty much.
Here we go. Action
Oh,
to
no.
start the 7th round. He got hit, but he sends it right back.
There you go.
Yep, I gotta depend on something else to win. How am I getting hit on my own block?
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Mike Tyson's making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that were put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also, he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
And the old 1-2 by Muhammad Ali. Right to the head with that right.
Come on. He's hurt.
Right hand over the top. Very
And I'm
accurate
hurt.
with it. Good step back counter punch there. And he returns on that exchange. Oh, that's a big shot to the head.
Stay away from those. Come on. Left and good job.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Work in the body.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight.
You're losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk.
Okay. Well, let's get him some water. Take a deep.
Oh boy.
You're fighting this fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep it.
Tyson's trying to get back in this fight now as we start round number 8. He started fine, but I think the last few rounds, as your scorecard shows us, he's given way a little bit. His opponent's gaining some momentum.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, Joe, but he's thinking too much. It was a close fight.
Oh my god, dude, fighting Ali's hard.
I was trying to think about strategy, what I should do. While he was
Yeah.
thinking, guess what? The other guy was punching.
Ali's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Good looking combo by... Wow!
Oh, dude, he barely touched me.
Gone. See
Really?
ya. You are done. Out of here. Fight over. One punch over.
That's it, man. Hero one, I'm running it back.
Muhammad Ali's fitting end to a very strong night for him.
There is a business component to this game here.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessin.
What do you mean?
When you get a fight like this,
No, I didn't. I was fighting with Muhammad Ali versus Frazier.
it's always so interesting to see these
Yeah, so
opening
0-1.
moments here in round number
Between these two, at least.
In a matchup like this, Teddy, with a power puncher against a fast fighter, who has the advantage the longer the fight goes on?
Well, almost always it's going to be the power guy because he's not going at a fast rate. He's saving himself. He's placing his punches. The quick guy, he's letting it all go.
He took a
Turn
shot,
this
but
around,
he
dude.
gets one of his own. A left hand scores. Ali's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Muhammad Ali. Halfway through round number 1. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Blocks that belt line well. What a nice big right hand from Muhammad Ali. Tyson's left working well that time. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Mike Tyson's got a... The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that.
Dude, the
They're
range
trying
is
to break each other's will.
not benefiting me at all.
Tyson's right hand scores well that time. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Nice work, Tyson with the hook. Ali's got to feel good about himself after that last round. He really damaged his opponent.
Leave the big shot.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good job on the 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Little head knocking with that right hand. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter punching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Tyson's starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a 3-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Flush right hand to the head. Not able to land the headshot. Halfway through round number 2.
Hey, what's up? Got it right here. There you go.
Did they charge?
Yeah, they did. It just took like a while. I had to look it up. It took 10 hours.
Able to cover
Yeah.
up that gut. Ali's
Took quite a while.
didn't come close. Tyson
Oh, yeah.
landed a good solid combination.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see.
Teddy, many famous fighters, especially heavyweight champions, are known for their signature punch, like Rocky Marciano and his Suzy. But for Muhammad Ali, he's known for his signature shuffling of the feet, the Ali shuffle.
Yes, he is. And, you know, it makes me think a little bit sort of like if you were going to buy a real fancy car. You know, when somebody wants to sell you something, wants you to believe in them, they give you something first, maybe a band, or entertainment, and then they take you into the showroom. And, you know, now you're ready to see the car. Well, that's what that is. That's the band. That's the entertainment. And then the show is about to begin. And it's an unbelievable show with those quick hands and those combinations.
And that's the end of round 2. Tyson's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
That's a nice right hand that time by Mike Tyson.
I got this, dude.
Side to side, move your head. Ali's defense is paying off now. Nice 1-2 by Mike Tyson. Come on, kid, focus. Good shot to the head with that right hand. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Nice, crisp 1-2 combination by Mike Tyson.
Come on, kid, focus.
Good exchange. He fires back. Tyson's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joey. He has a real...
Oh, Ollie's hurt.
He's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
Little volume punching to the body there. That's a big, big shot he just scored with.
And why did he score? Because he created range, created distance, created a hole, and he filled that hole.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Mike Tyson.
Dude, he wants this knockout, bro.
Muhammad Ali with a huge right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
How is he still
That worked
standing?
out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And round 3 comes to an end.
That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? Doing good.
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot. But keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him...
I'm picking this guy
what he
apart, dude.
wants to do.
Round 1 and 2 weren't my rounds, but round 3 was definitely mine.
Ali's not having the fight he wants to have right now. I know that he's a guy that likes to stay in the outside, but right now it's not getting it done, Teddy. An adjustment needs to be made.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what the adjustment has to be. He better start moving those feet. You know, get range, get separation.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see.
Oh, he's hurt.
And now they're trading blows. Targeting that 1-2.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Halfway through this round. And another right hand comes in. And now he's targeting upstairs. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Ali's able to avoid that punch. Very accurate with the overhand right. Right to the body.
So long, man.
Tyson's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Stay away from the inside.
10 seconds to go in the 4th. Big left hand from Iron Mike. And that's the end of round 4. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books or he watched a movie named...
All right, but we got this, we
You
got
saw that
this.
movie,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
What's Muhammad Ali
now
doing, dude?
carrying this fight for him from the outside.
Yeah, because the jab is carrying
Guys, just
the
tell me
fight.
what he's
You know,
doing
it
before he's
all
doing it.
starts with that jab. And right now, that jab is leading the way.
Looks to the head. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Tyson is being smart on the outside. Halfway into round number 5 here. Ali smashed by an uppercut. Both men digging in with uppercuts. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. A well-targeted classic 1-2 by
Alright, bro.
Mike Tyson. Mike
Sounds good.
Tyson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Yep. Wish me luck on this fight. We'll see.
Well-targeted double jab by Mike Tyson. Tyson's rocked by a huge hook to the head. And that's the end of round 5. 60 seconds. That's all they get. Just 60 seconds to deal with the fact that their fighter has an eye that's completely shut.
That's all they need. I mean, that's their job. Now they got to show that they can perform under those conditions.
Listen, I don't want to see you.
Here we are getting ready for the second half of this fight as we've reached the 6th round. This is really solid defense by Mike Tyson. You see how he has his arms up in that peekaboo position, but by doing so, he's not allowing any of his opponent's punches to get in. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Scored well up top. Tyson's combination punching is working well here. He comes with the straight right hand. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Tyson's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. What the old-timers want to see, combination punching by Muhammad Ali. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Mike Tyson. Tyson's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustment. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Finish with the hook.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Little head hunting with the left. Doubles up the jab to the head. Huge uppercut by Tyson. Good looking right hand after he got hit. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A little 1-2, jab followed by the cross.
Come on, kid.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Halfway through the 7th round.
Head movement.
Really good work right there, landing. Mike Tyson's thumped by a left hand. Ali's got things going on his side now. Remember, this fight was going against him. Now, a good rally by him.
Some of that body work there, even when he was losing the rounds, that body work, it's starting to pay dividends right now.
Those wobbly legs of Mike Tyson have steadied.
Yo, what's up?
His opponent has found something that will
Yo, this shit is good. Much appreciated.
get those legs
Kinda getting
unsteady
beat.
once again.
Trying to get my footing in here, dude. I know, dude. Ali's the greatest of all time, man. Makes sense. I'm struggling.
Tyson's doing well here with that two-punch combination. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. And round 7 comes to an end.
Deep breath. Some water. You're good. You all right? You okay, right? Breathe for me. Now listen, you threw a wide punch and he caught you. Tighten up your punches, all right?
This has been a good-looking fight here as we start round number 8. Tyson's done a good job. He's got the
All right,
lead on
let's do
his
this.
scorecard. However, he has gotten hit tonight. Teddy, he could use to sharpen up that defense.
Yeah, well, you know what he's doing wrong? He's giving opportunities. That's a good point, Joe. He's giving opportunities to his opponent because he's covering up, putting those earmuffs on too much. And when he does that, he handcuffs himself, and his opponent's taking advantage.
He's winning the fight to me
Damn.
based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Well done, three-punch series of punches there by Mike Tyson. The halfway point of round number 8.
God, he got so much reach on me.
Jab with the straight, classic combination. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
All right, we can catch him with something big.
Here's a moment here as you see the step back
Damn it.
counter punch where you realize
Momentum
this
just switched
is
again.
sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. End of the round is upon us, and we have a fighter in front of us who just looks gassed. He looks tired. Now, Teddy, what can he do to overcome that when this fight starts back up?
Well, first of all, this is where you search into those corners that you're not forced to search. Kind of like when you were a kid and your mother told you to clean your room and go into those little nooks and crannies where you never knew there was dirt. Now you got to start looking into nooks and crannies inside yourself. Places you didn't know were there before. You better find them. You better find them quick.
Basic but beautiful. Jab right hand. Nice block by Muhammad Ali. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Halfway through the 9th round. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. There's the double jab, and you can see he can do it up top as well as down low.
Back to the body.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. just wasting everybody's time holding on. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Muhammad Ali. And that's the end of round 9. Ali's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
Tyson's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
Keep your distance.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Nice strike after catching one by Muhammad Ali. Punches and bunches, combination up top. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Tyson's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Ali's throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing them, because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
The unexpected final
Let's see how this turns out.
will now await to hear the judges' scores.
We thought the styles of these two guys, they would go after each other early, but sometimes too much respect for each other, and that's what it turned out.
A draw? Okay.
All night long, Teddy, I turned to you. I looked at your scorecard. You thought he did enough to win. The judges say it's a draw.
Well, I turn right now and I see I'm looking for the police to come in because a
Damn.
crime was just committed.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I gotta remix
Hi,
that.
everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to London, England. We're at the round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. How effective can the style of fight, the pace of the fight, it being a busy fight, be for the high stamina fighter?
Well, that's everything. What's the sense of being high endurance or fast if you don't have the kind of pace, the kind of landscape that you can use it?
Ali's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Combination to the head. Blocks away that headshot. Mike Tyson's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, and just grabbing onto his opponent. Hits him in the mug with the right. Parries that punch intended for the head. Tyson's able to land a good, solid left hand. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
Double up.
Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Let's see some more head movement.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Come on, kid, focus.
That's it. Relax. Just like that, all right? Another round, just like that. He doesn't like those body shots. Believe me, he doesn't like that, kid. Keep working the body. Take some...
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. That's a stinging right hand by Muhammad Ali. Mike Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Fires right back at him.
In and out, in and out.
Well, Teddy, you taught Mike Tyson everything he knows, and the one phrase we hear time and time again that is attached to Mike Tyson is that cuss, D'Amato, peekaboo style. Explain.
Well, it means that you're putting those earmuffs on, that you're putting your hands up around your chin to protect yourself, with the gloves up, the elbows in to protect your body. You're moving your head side to side, bobbing and weaving, and you're being aggressive. You're coming in. You're creating openings that you're going to close with your punches.
Now committing to that jab, straight hand, and it works out. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Body shot lands. It was the right.
Stay away from the inside.
There's the combo to the body. There's that proficient jab by Muhammad Ali. Tyson's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
And we come to the end of round number 2. Ali's, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
Come on, kid, focus.
Tyson scoring with that right hand. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. There he is zoning in, the old 1-2.
Come on, kid, focus.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Well-placed hook. Tyson's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Keep that head moving.
As basic as can be, but it works. A jab followed by the straight. The last thing either guy wants to be here, Teddy, is one-dimensional.
The last thing you want to be in anything to be successful is one-dimensional. I mean, if you're a comedian, you don't want to be saying the same jokes all the time. Your crowd's not going to be there. Well, your opponent is going to be there all night long if you do the same thing.
Pace yourself.
A crushing two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Tyson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And now he's targeting targeting upstairs. Lands the left after setting it up with a jab. And this round comes to an end.
Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your...
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecards. Tyson's in control of this fight. Teddy, he's earned every round.
He has. If you talk about ring generalship, you'd have to salute him.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
There's the old 1-2 coming after him. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. On the mark with that hook by Muhammad Ali. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Well placed, straight right hand. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top.
Gotta see those coming.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mike Tyson. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Goes up top with a right hand. Oh, good-looking 2-punch combination by Mike Tyson. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Good combination by Mike Tyson. He missed with that headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali.
Back to the body.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Ali's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher, but in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. That right hand over the top lands flush. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
He's working the body.
More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. And round 5 5 comes to an end. One of his eyes is completely shut. They want this fight to continue on. They want to give themselves every chance they have to win it. What do they need to do?
Well, what they need to do is be very calm in the corner, get pressure on that cut, get the right medicines in there, and maybe find a way to fool around in the corner somehow, dump some water, you know, in the corner where the referee has to spend a little bit more time cleaning it up. They want to get a little bit more seconds.
Tyson's dominating the action so far tonight. These middle rounds are showing that his style of coming at you and trying to get you is working out.
Yeah, it's worked out so far. We'll see whether or not his opponent makes an adjustment. He doesn't do well with guys that move.
That's a nice left hand from Mike Tyson. Good flush shot upstairs.
Come on, kid, focus.
There's a straight right hand. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. And now he scores well with the straight right. And he just holds on there. Double jab by Muhammad Ali. Ali's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Muhammad Ali so comfortable on the outside. Best combination in the game, jab with the straight.
Keep working it.
Nice block by Mike Tyson. Ali's hit by a right hand. And that's the end of round 6. He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
I want you to use all that power and turn those punches over. Start from the bottom up, right? Bottom up. Turn those punches over. Just relax.
All the eyes are on him to start this round. Ali's legs look just a little shaky, but keep in mind, he barely survived that last round.
No, but keep one other thing in mind. I agree with you, Joe, but he's been here before. He's very experienced. If anyone knows how to get out of this, he does.
So here he is again, missing more punches. Now, I like a guy that throws punches, Teddy, but at some point, you got to do more than that.
Yeah, I tell you right now, if he was a carpenter, I would not have him coming in doing my kitchen cabinets because he'd be just cutting up a lot of wood, you know, and it'd be all over the place. But I wouldn't have the bookshelves. I wouldn't have the cabinets that I want. I'd have a mess. And right now, this fight's getting messy.
Comes right back with some offense of his own.
Keep moving.
Ali's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Keep doing what you're doing. Double up your punch.
Back to the body.
Super two-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
Defense, more defense.
Big left hand from Ali. blocks the headshot. Mike Tyson's really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
It's not always about the highlight-making knockdowns. As we're through 7 rounds here, this has been just a fine display of boxing.
And that's what it should be about. I mean, if you go to the ballpark, everybody likes to see home runs. I know. But the teams that win the World Series, usually the better pitching. The teams that could have defense, keep you off balance a little bit, they're the ones that are going to the championship. This guy understands what's important, what's going to get him to the top.
A snapping combination by Muhammad Ali. Mike Tyson's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Halfway through this round here. 1-2. Good 1-2 by Mike Tyson. Getting it done with that straight right hand. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Tyson's making for a clinic here in combination punching.
Well, the first couple punches here, Joe, they're throwaway punches to really set up the payoff down the road. You see the third punch, the fourth punch, the fifth punch. They are the ones that wind up landing.
That was not well targeted by Mike Tyson. And round 8 comes to an end. Ali's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Back and forth exchange. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
You're doing great.
Back to the body.
Tyson's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Oh, and there he lands the right hand well. Muhammad Ali's legs can't fail him now. Oh, my, is he taking damage. Good smooth work by Mike Tyson. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Mike Tyson's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is a table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. On the mark with the combination by Mike Tyson. Ali's banged by a right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. And the round comes to an end. In between rounds here, Ali's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Tyson's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. This is really solid defense by Mike Tyson. You see how he has his arms up in that peekaboo position, but by doing so, he's not allowing any of his opponent's punches to get in. Ali blocks it. Effective counter punching, blocks it away, overhand right. And a power shot lands,
Oh, damn.
and all of a sudden it turns the tables.
A little slow with that jab, and he got caught the right hand.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Ali's showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Time to bring it home. Final minute of the final round.
Nice. Nice.
Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. And he ties up on the inside.
You need to keep that head moving. Keep it going.
This was an easy fight to score from start to finish after that effort.
Well, you never know in this sport with the scoring, but this is one you know.
We're going to know in moments here as we send it up to the ring.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Tyson's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher,
Yeah, we won by a
the
lot.
shutout right now, almost a perfect game.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.